I still remember the exact sound of the doorbell that morning, short, impatient, like it already knew what it was about to destroy. He stood there in a crisp shirt, too confident, too calm. "I'm here for my kids," he said. I blinked. "Excuse me?" He smiled. "They're mine. Ask your husband." I shut the door in his face. My hands didn't shake, not then. I locked it, turned the key twice, backed up, picked up the phone, and called the police. They came, took statements. The man didn't resist. He waited with his arms crossed like he had all the time in the world. The officer said they'd look into it, that he was claiming paternity, not making threats. But he made one to my whole life. That night, I didn't sleep. I lay next to the man I'd loved for 9 years, watched his chest rise and fall. His warmth disgusted me. My kids slept 2 rooms away. I stared at the ceiling, counting every moment I hadn't seen it coming. But I had. Pieces, glimpses, the odd phone calls he took outside, the locked second phone I once found in the laundry, the business trips that didn't quite match the receipts. I had swallowed my doubts like a good wife. Until that man showed up, until he dropped the mask my husband had worn for nearly a decade. The next morning, my passport and my children's birth certificates were gone. That's when I knew I was caught in something deeper than betrayal. This wasn't infidelity, this was a setup. I didn't scream, I didn't confront, I acted. Phase 1. Observe in silence. I installed cameras, hidden, discreet, one in the living room vent, one behind the bookshelf, one near the safe. I copied every document left in the house. I opened a secure cloud. I spoke less, cooked more, let him believe I was slipping back into routine. I needed time. I smiled when he kissed me, held his hand when we visited friends. I played wife like a script I'd memorized. At night, I watched the footage, listened to phone calls he forgot to take outside. He'd made deals, custody documents with forged signatures. He was planning to vanish with my children, with my money. He had forged my name on a property transfer. The house, my grandmother's house, was no longer legally mine. I traced the man at the door, hired a PI. He wasn't some delusional stranger. He was my husband's half-brother. DNA close enough to raise paternity questions. They were setting me up, legally, financially, emotionally. So, I adapted. Phase 2. Prepare the strike. I met a lawyer in another city, paid her in cash. We laid the groundwork, prenup violations, fraudulent documents, digital evidence chains. I created 3 backup identities, stored copies of my IDs in a locker only I could access. I liquidated one account and converted it to assets they wouldn't find, diamonds, small enough to hide, valuable enough to escape. Every night, I tucked my kids in with a smile. Every night, I imagined burning it all down. I waited 3 months, 3 long, calculated months. Phase 3. Strike without warning. I chose his birthday. Friends came over. He laughed, drank, showed off his watch. My gift, ironically. His brother was there too, playing uncle. My blood boiled. At 10:17 p.m., the door burst open. Police, lawyers, a judge's emergency writ. I'd filed everything. The forged documents, the hidden bank accounts, the recorded confessions, the secret custody arrangement. I played the footage on the living room TV, volume high. Him whispering, "We'll fake the DNA test. She'll never know. I'll take the kids. She'll break." Everyone heard it. He stood frozen, pale. His brother tried to run. He didn't make it far. The officers cuffed him in front of his friends. My children watched from the stairs, clutching each other. I didn't let them see me cry. Aftermath, power restored. He tried to fight, claimed innocence, that I was unstable, vindictive. But the evidence buried him. Forgery, conspiracy to abduct, financial fraud. The house came back to me. So did every asset. The judge awarded me full custody. He got supervised visitation, 6 hours a month, no overnights, no travel. His brother faced federal charges. I moved, changed our names. I never looked back. Final reflection, no regrets. I walk my kids to school now. I breathe freely. No locked drawers, no hidden phones, no forced smiles. Sometimes people say I seem cold. Maybe I am, but cold is what saved me. Empathy nearly destroyed me. Silence saved me. Strategy rebuilt me. I loved once, deeply. But when love turns into a weapon, you either bleed or sharpen the blade and fight back. He thought I wouldn't know. He thought I wouldn't act. He forgot. I may be quiet, but I don't lose. Not my children, not my life, not ever again.